Okay, so Jorge Masvidal and Michael Bisping are talking trash again. Like this is getting kind of like stupid and weird. They're trash talking again. Yesterday they were trash talking. It this wasn't as bad as yesterday's. Yesterday's they were both going at it. Today they were both going at it, but it was kind of minimized a little. Like the trash talking was like like it's getting to the point where it's like, what's the whole point of doing this? And Michael Bisping, Mike, like when they're arguing, Jorge Masvidal, he's like playing around with him. He's not taking it serious, but Michael Bisping is. I don't know if this is gonna affect his GSP performance. Probably not, because it's like if you see GSP acting like this, and fighting with people, that's a bad sign for GSP because he's not that guy. But Michael Bisping always does this. If you can recall, he did this to Tyron Woodley, Tyron Woodley. So and that's the thing with Michael Bisping. That's the thing I don't like about him. He's arguing with Jorge Masvidal, Tyron, Tyron Woodley, and GSP, and it's like, why are you trying to fight GSP, Jorge Masvidal, and freaking Tyron Woodley? Those are welterweights. He should pick fights with middleweights. I don't know why he's trying to ask these guys. And then not only that, he was talking smack to GSP, Tyron. That GSP is a career welterweight. Jorge Masvidal is a career lightweight. He started off lightweight. Like I think like 2 years ago or a year ago, he moved up to welterweight. Tyron, he used to be in middleweight. Then he went down to. Then he got knocked out by Nate Marquardt. Then he went back down to welterweight. And now he's a champion. He lost to Rory McDonald, but he's not the champion. He knocked out Robbie Lawler, right? He beat Stephen Wonderboy Thompson twice. He had the awful fight with Damian Maya and with Wonderboy, but Wonderboy's not fighting Jorge Masvidal. But anyways, so Michael Bisping's picking like fights with welterweights. Like you can say GSP, okay, yeah. Jorge Masvidal, yeah. Tyrone Woodley, yeah. But then he like a year or two ago. No, it was a year ago. He was calling out freaking Nick Diaz. A welterweight. So Nick Diaz, Tyrone Woodley, GSP, George St. Pierre, and Jorge Masvidal. He's only trash talking with welterweights. Why are you only trash talking with welterweights? You're in the middleweight division. You can't go down to welterweight. You're too big. You're a huge ass middleweight. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if next year you go to light heavyweight because you're too heavy. And he used to fight at light heavyweight. Can you imagine Jorge Masvidal, a guy who started at lightweight, fighting a Michael Bisping, a guy who started at light heavyweight? That's like 155, 205. That's like 50 pounds. Michael Bisping's way bigger than GSP. Um, Definitely Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz, Tyron. He's taller. He's bigger. He's like thicker. Chael Sonnen said that GSP is stronger than Michael, but like like I don't know, man. GSP might be stronger than Michael, but Michael has that weight over GSP, so it evens itself out. They both are very fast. He did knock down Luke Rockhold. The other guy to knock out Luke Rockhold, if you can remember, was a spinning leg kick, but spinning side kick by Victor TRT Victor Belfort, and that's a lot of power. behind Victor when when he was on TRT, and that's the last time that he got knocked out. And then he fights Michael Bisping. He gets knocked out in the first round. The cross, the overhand right. Um, so I just don't like how Michael Bisping is. He's so tough in this, but he's always talking trash with welterweights, and he gets deep in it too. Like he gets like serious in it. Uh, I don't know, man. It's like it's weird. Like Nick Diaz, and like he did fall middleweight, but he didn't do so well against Anderson Silva, and he was smaller. GSP. He never fought a middleweight before. Jorge Massvidal, he's a career lightweight. He just moved to welterweight, and he's fighting Thompson. And then Tyron. Yeah, he was middleweight, but he was like a small middleweight. So it's like, and these guys are now welterweights. Nick Diaz might never come back though. Who knows? But come on, like Nick Diaz, he wanted to fight Nick Diaz in Tehran. No, he both like all of them besides GSP and Jorge Masvidal, because Nick and Tehran were telling Michael, I'll fight you in a catch weight of 180 or something like that. And Michael Bisping saying no, like no, no, no. It's like this is so. He's he fought a grandpa in Dan Henderson, another grandpa in Anderson Silva, passed off his prime. Yes, he has a name, but it's like you can't tell me that fighting a 40-year-old Anderson Silva is the same as fighting a 30-year-old Anderson Silva. It's not the same. It's not the same. You barely got by Anderson Silva. If you were that good, you should have stopped him. Like Chris Weidman. And then Luke Rockhold. Okay, yeah. Luke Rockhold's at right now. Nobody's looking into him. Who did he beat? David Branch or something like that. And then Michael Bisping says that Luke Rockhold's performance was awful, and you beat that guy. So, so you basically minimizing your own fucking win against Luke Rockhold, because you basically saying that you fought a bum in Luke Rockhold. Then you fought a guy that has some leg kick abilities, and then Henderson. He knocked you down twice. You basically got knocked out by Anderson Silva. And then Tialis Ledis, that guy got knocked out before. Like he got stopped recently. He lost his last fight recently. And then you got all these guys like that are saying that Michael Bisping's good and stuff like that. Yeah, he's good, but it's almost like I'm not saying he got lucky, but he got everybody on the wrong time, and he got on them on the right time. Like he got Anderson Silva. Him fighting Anderson Silva was better for him than Anderson Silva, and Anderson Silva had a year off. Then Henderson Dan Henderson basically knocked out a welterweight in Hector Lombard, and then he was ranked number 10. He literally his first title defense was against a ranked number 10 guy in the middleweight. That's 46. Luke Rockhold, okay, yeah, that's a good win, but he was preparing for Chris Weidman, a guy that wrestles. Michael Bisping never wrestles. Michael Bisping's not a wrestler like Chris Weidman. So it's like people need to start. This is hurting. Like short term, yeah, they're making some money by doing this. Long term, they're losing money, and Michael Bisping knows that, because he only has like a few fights left. He's like he definitely only has a few fights left. So I get it. He's trying to get the most amount of money as fast as possible. You know, GSP is bigger than Robert Whitaker. No, I hope so, because if the pay per view numbers too bad, that's not going to be look good for the UFC. But if the UFC, if Dana White was doing the best thing, he would, he would just pass the torch, because Michael Bisping is big in the states, but he's bigger in the UK. Like, they're literally fighting in the MGM. When was the last time that Michael Bisping fought in the US? It was like years ago. When was when was the last time that GSP fought in the US? 4 years ago. So nobody knows about these guys. So the tickets are not gonna be selling that well. The pay per view numbers are not gonna be that good. A lot of people are saying that's gonna be like 500,000, 700,000. This is gonna be like a $300,000, 300,000 pay per view buys, in my opinion. I want to be surprised if it's less. And the UFC needs to pass. They need to give the torch to Robert Whitaker, and that's pretty much it. it the, they need to stop trying to milk Michael Bisping, because you know, like, it's catching up to him. Like Nick Diaz, Tyrone, GSP, Jorge Masvidal, like they're losing money, and I feel like Dana White needs to step it up and tell Michael Bisping, if you don't, or GSP, like, he needs to go on their ass, unless GSP vacates the title, which he might do if he gets a title. So he vacates the title, and he should put either he should put Michael Bisping versus Robert Whitaker. Period. He should make that fight, and he should not put like Michael Bisping versus some top 10 ranked guy, because the UFC is losing money. They need to build a star. How are you gonna build a star if you're not letting people fight for the title? People fight, other legends. You need to pass the torch to Robert Whitaker before it's too late. Before he gets a loss. He fights. The UFC tells Robert Whitaker, "Go fight this guy." He gets knocked out like he did against Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. What are you gonna do now? You just lost a star. You lost a potential star. You know, you, you if you took him to Australia, look how much money you could have made. But those are my thoughts on this. Michael Bisping in welterweights. It's insane that nobody calls him out for that. And Dana White seems to like him. He seems to like that. He's fighting. He's not fighting. He's okay with him fighting. Um, like actual legit guys that can be stars in the future. And this is hurting him a lot, I feel. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace.